Whew, child, what did I get myself into doing these braids? Oh my goodness. Welcome back, everyone. As you see, today's video is going to be braiding my hair, of course. I'm just showing the hair and the color. This is Easy Braid in color 1B purple ombre. It's 1B at the top, purple on the end, very pretty, very vibrant. And also Outre in number 2. It's a 3 times bundle that you get. Way more than enough hair that I'm going to be achieving for this style. I'm going to be doing these braids in a special way to make it work out for my hair. I'm also going to show you coming up, and I'm just squeezing it to see how rough it is from my hair. That's about the size that I'm going for on the feeding in portion, and I'm going to pre-separate. I try to do this way ahead of time, to save face, because these braids take 15 million hours to do. Literally, from prepping your personal natural hair to prepping the weave to doing whatever. Oh my God, it just takes forever to do these things. But I'm just laying the hair out in the uh, left, right, up, down type of pattern, like basket weave. And you could do this the day before, a few hours before. Just make sure you do it. I don't really have that little stand that the people normally have that braid hair, because I don't do other people's hair. So I'm just going to start here. And those of you that are new here, my hair is very fine. I have very, 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 very low density hair. It's from birth. Well, I may have a little bit thinning over time, just with aging, but I've always had thin hair. And I did lose a lot of my edges during postpartum, so that has a lot to do with it as well. But my hair is very fragile, so I'm going to be doing my knotless braids in this special way. As you see, I'm starting off with the regular plait of my hair, and I just use Shine Jam and the Wet Line Extra Hold. It's the men type of gel, and you want to start with a very tiny piece. Slide that crochet needle down and be careful to pull it out, not to snag any of your fragile strands if your hair is similar to my texture. And what I'm going to do is use my hair as the third strand with just a tiny piece of the weave. And then I'm going to get another small piece, and I'm going to attach it right on top of the third or the middle piece. I'm going to show a close up of that, and I'm going to slow down the video for you to kind of get the concept of what I'm doing. I did do the braids the other way, and I will probably insert a clip somewhere in here to show you how awful they looked. So I decided to try it this way because I was so determined to do these braids. I had recently posted a video of me doing my oldest daughter's hair. I don't need the tension on my hair. I can't stand it. Even though I don't have a lot of hair, I am a little bit tender when it comes to putting in braids. I just cannot stand that tightness, especially around my perimeter. But I'm just going to continue to braid my hair. And a parting, guys, oh wow. If you can have someone else part that's great with parting, your process will go a lot faster. My hair is so fragile that parting just took so long. But here's the slow clip of me sliding the hair through, and I'm just going to show you the placement. But here's that slowed down part. You see you have your 3 legs, and you want to take the added piece, and you can do this from the back or the front, but you're going to lay it right there where your index finger is, and then you're going to just let the fingers take control of the hair and put it right in the middle. patient and keep going. Like, this is my third time, and I would say third time is a charm for me. It may not look like much now, but it is going to turn out okay. Patience is a virtue. I don't want to bore you too much doing the same process over and over, but I just want you to get the gist of what I'm doing. As stated earlier, if you're here, texture is similar to mine. It's just very sleek and just will not hold this weave hair no matter what I did. And I honestly think I over moisturized because I did use the um, S curl on my hair. And size definitely matters because if you make it too big, you're going to have a little anchor that sticks up. And it's very noticeable on these sides because they're considered to be really small. They're not micro, but they did start off as micro. It's based on my hair, to be honest, but and it is kind of learn as you go, passing and failing in little pieces. And as you see, I have ventured into the bathroom because my back was singing a tune at me just sitting in that stool that doesn't really have any support. So you're gonna have to really get mentally prepared to do this. Whether you're doing this on yourself or someone else, I don't care. It is definitely back-breaking work. That's one reason why I retired from doing other people's hair because I just cannot stand my back hurting no matter what type of supported shoes or supported mat you stand on. It's going to get you. So I decided to sit down just to take some of that stress off of my back. And I'm going to continue to say, but if you can have someone to help you part or just pre-part this and just plait all of these sections before you start, you're going to save so much time and so much energy. Your arms are not going to feel like jelly when you get done. I swear, if you don't have any toning in your arms by the time you get done with this, you're going to feel some tightness. So just be prepared. Okay, the one side is finished, and it's like it just took eternity. Alright, guys, how's life treating you thus far? I'm still going. I have finally made it to the other side of my head. And I can tell you by now, I'm so over these damn braids. Like, I wanted to cut this crap out of my head and say, you know what? I am not finishing this. Look at all that I had left. That's what I'm kind of ranting about right there. I was like, let me do a voiceover because I'm just saying the most right there. But after pitching a fit, I decided to go ahead and complete my head. Honestly, I think I did the parts too small in this section because I had to go back and kind of make some smaller. But I have more strands in the back. My hair is a little bit more dense back there, so I wanted it to be full back there. So when I want to pull up in a ponytail, it won't be so gappy and spacey. That is my main goal, doing it this way for my hair type because I've seen the knotless braids and it's just so scalpy. I'm like, if you have thin hair, you're gonna look like you don't have any hair at all, like honestly. But that's the finished look, and if you can just have your hair prepared, prepped like this before you start, you're gonna save maybe 4 hours. Cause that parting, I must say, is a SOB. Seriously. So I'm just gonna continue to braid and braid and braid and braid my little heart out and braid and braid and braid and gripe and braid and do that and braid. Yeah. I made it to the end, guys. I survived. I won. I beat these damn knotless freaking braids. This is the last braid. If I could say what I really want to say, y'all will laugh at me. But I made it to the end, and now we're going to discuss a few maintenance things and what I'm going to be doing to try to make this style last. Because honestly, it took too dang on long not to make it last. I have my hot water here. I'm just going to dip them, and to keep them shiny and soft, I just like to add either baby oil or some cheap little oil in the water. Not a lot, just a few drops. This is also good to put on the braids so you won't waste any good oils. Or you can waste your good oils if you want. I can't tell you what to do. So I'm gonna dip them. There's 77 braids. I said I want to stay underneath 100. Kind of wanted less than that, but I think I parted the middle way too small. So you know you don't want to burn your hair. So, and I like to do this in the bathroom, so I can let the water just kind of topple over the sink. Be careful, don't burn yourself. I have done that once in my whole 20 plus years doing braids. I burned myself one time and it was pretty bad. Like a 3rd-degree burn. The water seeped from the braid on my shirt and I had burns all right there. Nasty. So that's what you're looking at. That versus that. You see how more flat it is here? My hair is high porosity, so it absorbs everything there. Can't get more flat than that. These are very lightweight. They're going to be a little bit heavy for now. And what I wouldn't mind doing is just coming back with a little bit more of this oil and just rubbing it down the shaft, especially on the ends, just to give them a little bit of sheen and just to smell good. Not too much because you don't want it to get on your clothes. But let me know what you think. If you would try this style this way, definitely works for me. It's not all gappy and spacey, even though my hair is extremely thin, especially up in here. So that's why I parted it like this. Overall, I would give my first attempt on these braids I would do a 7 out of 10 just due to my placement of the hair. Because some of them, as you can see, is a little bit kind of twisted and knotted, but for the most part, they are pretty much uniform. And I just like to use my little bougie clips that I got from AliExpress, bling bling. So, if you didn't see the length, this is the color. It's really pretty.
Oh,
look. Okay, babe. Thank you. Ciao. But I'm feeling them. just want to give you a close-up of how they look in the light. The bathroom lighting is always off, of course. And I just want to give a moment of silence for John Lewis. They're currently having his memorial on TV. It is 2:01 Central Time. It's Monday. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cough there. It's not the Rona, but I'm feeling these braids. I'm so happy I decided to give this another go, because as you saw in the video, I had basically given up. And on a little bit of maintenance that I do, I will take a little bit of gel, and I really like this pattern edge control. But I would just take a little bit of the wet line, and when I wake up in the morning, this is day number 2. As for the most part, you saw me just slay the edges. I never braid my edges, like, ever, regardless of what I'm doing. They are too fragile, way too fragile, so I just refuse to do that. And they are hitting me right almost on the hip, well, right at the hip. They have fast forwarded to the end of the video. Don't look at my butt, but that's it. They are right at the crack, you might as well say. I don't know if this TMI, but the color is beautiful. Like a beautiful ombre effect on the braids. Like really pretty. I really like that. You can flip them. So that's going to conclude the video. If you want to see more of my content, you know what to do. As I reminded you throughout the video, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Share it. Please engage on the video. Give me some comments so my video can get exposure. Because I do think I have a lot of helpful tips and tricks to help those that has a hair texture quite similar to mine. And I just like creating styles. I've been doing my hair since I was a teenager, and I did maybe a gazillion styles, but there you go. Peace out, be safe, and see you guys in the next one if you remember to turn on your notifications. Bye.